it's me, Elena, and today I have another cloth diaper review for you. Today we're going to be talking about the Kaleimamo all-in-one, which I must say has been a big favorite of mine. I've bought like 3 or 4 of them and I am in love. So let's hop right in. I'll do a little breakdown on the features on this guy, get up close and personal, and then we'll talk about my feelings about it. First of all, I have no idea what this stain is on my shirt. Who knows? It's been there all morning. So, first of all, you can see we have a 4-step rise here. So you got lots of different options for how small to get the diaper. We have 2 vertical snaps, no hip snaps, so just 2 snaps on either side and no crossover snaps either. On the back side, you can see we have a nice thick elastic band on the butt side. We have single leg gussets on the legs here. We have a little tummy panel, so some extra waterproof material here. On the front side, this is the belly side of the diaper. And there are 2 inserts sewn in here at the front, but otherwise loose inserts. And they are a nice thickness, not too thick, not too flimsy and thin. And they are natural fiber. They are bamboo and cotton. And the outside is PUL. And we also have athletic wicking jersey for the inner part. Now I have talked about, thank you baby, I have talked about, and one for Bear, thank you. Now I have reviewed Kaleimamo stuff before. I did a review on their pocket with the wet bag, like pod wet bag. I think it was like a combined review, but this is a brand that's from Hawaii, out of Hawaii, and it has some beautiful, beautiful prints, you know, like unique stuff, not like, you know, the mass-produced different prints that, you know, everybody can kind of have across the board. These are unique diapers. And they're freaking gorgeous. I mean, look at this guy. How can you pass this up? Now, like I said, I have been loving this diaper. I love the setup. I love an all-in-one that is actually a sewn-in all-in-one, but has, like, especially 2 like inserts sewn in. I love it. Whether or not they're like on the same side, like this one is, they're both sewn into the same spot, or if they're like on opposite sides, whatever it is, I just love an all-in-one that has 2 sewn in inserts that are like free. When I have an all-in-one where everything is kind of like sewn together, or like there's too much in the body of it and it doesn't dry very quickly, that really drives me crazy. So I love a diaper that is like more airy, you know, like you can actually get through the wash and the dryer more easily because it's like, you know, not super thick and sewn really thick into the body of the diaper. So I love that about it. It's one of my favorite features of this kind of all-in-one. Like several different brands have all-in-ones like that. Actually, I was thinking about filming a video of all my favorite all-in-ones, and if you guys want to see that, let me know down below. So I have done an absorbency test on this guy, and this is the part of the review where I just don't know what to say, okay? The absorbency, it only holds 1.25 cups. I typically like a diaper to have more like 1.5 cups plus, but in practice, it works perfectly fine for Barret. Barret never outpees it. He never totally saturates it. That 1.25 cups absorbency is perfectly fine for him, whereas I had trouble with my older 2 kiddos with like a bird's eye flat, which typically has 1.25 cups of absorbency. That is like the bare minimum. 1.25 cups is what I find to be the bare minimum for a diaper. Anything less than that is totally gonna leak on my kiddos at least. But like I would like it to have a little bit more, but at the same time when I actually use it in practice on Barret, I never have problems with it. Now Bear went through a phase where he was flooding everything right around like 3 or 4 months old, but he's grown out of that phase. I'm not sure, I don't think Bear's a heavy wetter at all, but he went through a couple different spots so far in his 10 months, a couple different phases where it felt like he was a heavy wetter. For some reason, this guy has held up. Even though when I do the absorbency test, I actually watch it and pour water on top until it leaks over, until it's fully saturated. It only holds 1.25 cups. In practice, it works perfectly fine for us. So I don't know, man. It kind of has like really had me questioning the, you know, authenticity of absorbency tests, because in practice, it's fine. So yeah, part of me wishes it had a little bit more absorbency, but it works out fine for us on the daily. I love this diaper. Another thing I did want to mention, these guys are so trim. They are just Like, they're not, sorry, did I smack you in the face? They're just not bulky at all. They're so trim. You put this on Bear and I can put any pair of pants in the world on him. Whenever I put him in a bigger, fluffier diaper, like something like a pocket diaper with a folded, a rectangle, you know, a pad folded muslin flat, whenever I put that on Bear, he's definitely got a big old booty, right? And trying to put 12-month pants on him, he kind of looks like a fool. With these guys, they're so trim and nice that I never have that issue. It never looks like he's wearing a big bulky diaper. If bulky diapers bug you, I would highly recommend checking out Kaleimamo, because even the pockets are nice and trim as well. Another thing I wanted to mention, Bear's only 10 months old. These guys are on the smaller side. If you have a bigger kiddo, let me know if you've tried these diapers and how big, like what the weight range is that they will work for, because I feel like they may or may not make it to like 3 years old. Bear is a very average sized kiddo, and like I said, he's only 10 months old right now, but they fit him perfectly well right now, and he has plenty of room to grow, but I just, because it's a little bit smaller, I don't know if it'll really make it until potty training for bigger kiddos. So yeah, if you like a trimmer diaper, this is totally something you should look into. Even the crotch itself, it's not very wide and big and bulky. It's nice and trim. It looks beautiful on him. We've had them for several months now, and they always just look so nice on his little butt. I feel like they would fit like a newborn who's lost their umbilical stump. Probably. I think they probably would. So I didn't own these when Bear was a tiny, tiny newborn, but I feel like just judging by the size of it, I think that it would totally work for him. So let me show you what it looks like totally snapped down as small as possible once baby has lost their umbilical stump. Let's see how tiny we can get this. So here it is on its smallest setting, a nice small little waist. Even though it doesn't have a crossover snap, that's a nice tight little waist for a tiny newborn. The leg holes, on the other hand, they're not the tiniest I've seen, so maybe it might work for a baby over like, you know, 8.5, 9 pounds or something, and once they've lost their umbilical stump. So yeah, baby who's just a couple weeks old, a month old, this would probably work for a teeny tiny baby if you're wanting something that'll work that small. And if you have kiddos, if you've cloth diapered before and you have kiddos who you just potty train more quickly than other kiddos might, these might work out perfectly fine for you. So I will keep you guys updated. Apparently Bear is done with this video, but I'll keep you guys updated on how they fit as Bear gets older. So if you watch this in 6 months or a year or a couple years, ask me leave a comment down below. Say, how are these fitting at this age? And I will let you know if they're still working as Bear gets bigger. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you guys next time.